Hey, can you hear the snowblower outside? It's currently Snowmageddon. Let me show you. And I've been meaning to make this video for quite some time now, and today is gonna be the day. I'm gonna take you guys through a tour of my studio, my streaming setup, and my music setup. I've been doing this for just over 3 years now and haven't had a chance to show off my space yet. So I feel like it's in a place where it stays pretty constant and comfortable. Of course, I'm changing things here and there, but for the most part, it's pretty solid. So I think it's time that I show you guys what the deal is. So basically, I'm just gonna walk you through my room, show you my setup, like my kind of organization and storage, my streaming setup, and my music setup. And maybe it'll be helpful or interesting to some of you. I'm filming this on my new camera. It's a Lumix GH5 II. So hopefully it all looks and sounds good. And let's do it. Let's go. Yay. So I'm just gonna start by showing you, I have a text. Not my text, I'm not showing you my text. I'm gonna shart? What is happening? So I'm just gonna start by showing you guys where I keep all my stuff, kind of the things I've got going on in the room, and kind of my storage. So first thing, you walk into the room, which you guys see this on stream, and I've got this like dresser shelving unit situation, which obviously we've got some nice stream decor, the album, nice shelf of vibes here, and then some like fun little items I've collected over the years, which I tend to change these out quite often. And then of course up here we've got the sub uke. And I do still have the sub guitar, it's just in the other room. And Yoda's treats, of course. Down here, I just keep like manuals for my instruments, stickers, various random stuff. Like kind of keepsakes, things that people have sent me, a couple books. I've got my runes in here. For those of you who know our dear friend Spartan on the stream, he handmade me a set of rune stones, which are just so special. So I keep those in there. And more books and markers and stuff. Hi, Yoda. Hi, buddy. Did you come to get a treat? Can you speak? Speak. Good boy. And then I have my closet. And the closet was a new addition in the past year or so. So I've got a sound panel in here just to kind of catch any sing-song vibes I don't want echoing back at me. I've got some headphone hooks. These are sweet. I really like these. They're super sturdy. These are just nails. I need to get 2 more. Here, eventually, I want to put like a rack to store like XLR cables and guitar cables, but we're not quite there yet. And I've got my bins, and these are sweet because you can take them right out. So I've got, what even is this thing that just fell on me? Like, is that even doing anything, Eklo? He put these there. I don't know, really. So yeah, I've got like fasteners, twist ties, guitar stuff, cables, medium-sized pieces of gear, instruments. Actually, what's in here? That's not a thing. Man, I have a lot of kazoos. Oh, egg shaker. So anyways, random stuff. More guitar stuff, windsocks, pop filters, Allen keys, other random things, Xbox controllers, mail stuff. Anytime I'm mailing out something, all my goodies are there. And then I've got a couple mixers and audio interfaces down there, bigger pieces of gear. And that's my bins. And then on the other side, I have kind of like floor to ceiling shelving. This is less like streaming stuff and more like my things that I had scattered around the house before I got a closet. So I've got like 2 bins of fabric and then a bin of yarn, like my files down at the bottom, sewing stuff, a trumpet, which I play very well, if you might ask. Like, I can play one scale, at least. My melodica, various things like piano attachments, mic arm, couple portable monitors, which these Asus portable monitors are really awesome. I use them a lot. Photos, paper for my printer. Yes, I have a printer. It's right here. I use it all the time. If you don't believe me, that's your problem. I actually think that printers are still very useful for a business owner. Thank you very much. I'm very defensive about the printer because I feel like Eklo gives me a lot of flack for owning a printer. More sewing stuff, other random things, boxes that I feel like I need to keep. A DVD player because you never really know when you might need one of those. And then my merch stuff. This is just a big tote of like t-shirts and CDs and business cards and pics and price signs, things that I just cart with me to gigs. And that's my closet. Then pretty much I just have this one bin on my desk that I use to keep immediate stream stuff in. So anything that I know I'm gonna need while I'm streaming, I kind of just keep as a big giant mess in this bin. But it's nice because if I know I'm not gonna be streaming for a couple of days, or I just wanna make some space on the desk, if I'm gonna do some recording or something, I'll just pick this up and throw it in my closet, and then it just frees up a bunch of desk space, which is nice. This was for my camera. Let me just toss that back there, which is like what I do with all my cables. I'm watching Eklo right now, twitch.tv/IamEklo. This is my husband. Okay, so that's like all my storage. We do have some other storage out in the other room, like bigger lockers for mics that we're not using, cameras we're not using, cables, like PC parts, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of other storage out in the other room, but I try to keep this space just like things that I'm using immediately so it doesn't get too wild and cluttered in here, because I like it to be a clean space. You know, it's easier to work in a space where everything has a place, I feel like. So next I'll show you my lighting setup, which is pretty straightforward. I don't have much going on for lighting. But in front of me, I have just a regular kind of panel light that you can set warm to cool, and the brightness levels that I have facing the ceiling wall, which I think makes for like a little bit more of a diffused light, which I enjoy. And then I also have a ring light over here, which I do turn on for stream just to kind of create a little bit of dimension. And that's all I have in front of me. And then as for behind me, I have two Yeelight strips on my ceiling, which, to be honest, I've actually had them off lately just to kind of create a more darker vibe behind me. But I do like to have them on when I'm working in here or just hanging out or gaming or whatever. Then back here, I have this giant lamp. This is going to set this on fire. I don't think the heater should go there. I didn't turn my cute neon lights on yet today. But I have this giant lamp, which is usually set quite dim. It's two-tone or one-tone, I guess. Right now it's set to two-tone, and you can change it to whatever color or vibe you like, which I absolutely love. This was just from Amazon, from Hungerfan and Sparky, shout out. Of course, we've got the two neon cactus moon desert vibes over here. My very little crystal collection. I also have some of these like fake cactuses around. And then I also have my crystal salt lamp and these little globes, which I just added. And that's it for lighting. I don't think I showed you this beautiful wall hanging that our dear friend Candice made with, of course, the moon and the stars, and it's just beautiful. And then we also have the light inside sound waveform, which our dear friend and mod Pasp gifted me. Love that. I love having like little keepsakes around from throughout the years. It's very heartwarming. Oh, I also have a ceiling light that's RGB that sometimes I turn on. It kind of like creates a little glow around my head if I want it. Or like super bright light in this room if I need it. I just heard the heat kick on, and while I've got you looking at the ceiling, this is kind of a cool thing that my studio has. Eklo built me this. What is it called? A sound diffuser vent? I'm not really sure. But there was a vent in the wall right here, and it was so loud. Every time the furnace kicked on, it was so loud, especially when I was using a condenser mic. It was just like, I couldn't stand it. And so he built me this sound diffuser box. So inside here, it's like a maze with some sound dampening materials in there. So the air has to like travel through here and come out the vent, and by the time it comes out, it's much quieter. Very cool kind of like custom thing that I don't think many people have in their studio that Eklo was kind enough to make for me. So that's lighting. My arm totally hurts from holding this camera. How do you vloggers do it? Oh, I also shoveled like for 3 hours yesterday, so that also might be contributing to this fatigue. Let me try to get a table here. Okay, this like kind of work. This is my desk. I have just recently got matching monitors. So these are both LG something something monitors. I'm sure I can link it for you. I have some Asus Republic of Gamers peripherals. These are the ROG Pink Strix peripherals. My big old Twitch mouse pad, which I just got from them. Stream Deck, of course, and I am currently rocking the ROG GA15 all-in-one pre-built. So this is the whole setup. And of course my camera is normally sitting right here, but I'm currently holding it, so I don't think there's much more to show you for that. But let's dive into my music setup. So the mixer that I'm using, that I've been using for quite some time, is the Yamaha MG12XU. Here it is in all its glory. It's currently maxed out, which feels good. It feels good to be using a mixer that you're using all of the channels for. At first, when Eklo suggested I switch to this mixer, I was like, I don't need it. I'll show you guys the mixer I was using before. The Yamaha AG03, this cute little thing, which served its purpose for me really well. But since upgrading, I've definitely utilized the extra channels. It's like when you get a bigger space or you get a bigger house and you just seem to fill the spaces because they're there. I feel like maybe that's what's happened with this mixer. But all in all, it's good. I think it's good. So let me break down for you what gear I am currently using and what is flowing through this bad boy. So into my mixer, I have my main microphone, my Shure SM7B. I have a TC Helicon Play Acoustic that I can plug either a microphone or a guitar into. I use this a lot when Eklo comes to jam with me, and I also use the mic for like fun effects on stream. Then I have my acoustic guitar mic, which is the DPA 4099. An awesome instrument mic that felt weird buying because it's really expensive. However, I would 100% purchase it again. It has been nothing but good to me. It is so functional and it sounds amazing. I love it. I was so tired of having a mic arm in front of me, so I love that this one clamps right onto my guitar. Amazing. Then I have my keyboard, the Norden Lane. Keyboard is relatively new, absolutely loving it. It's the Nord Electro 6D. My camera almost fell on the floor. This is only my second day using it. Oh, thank you, camera gods, for summoning me to that what could have been absolute catastrophe. Thank you. Thank you. I caught it. I caught it. I caught it. Focus. All right, crisis averted. I then also have my electric. I don't use it too much right now, but I would love to eventually get a couple patches that I'm just really vibing with. Right now, my electric is plugged into the Boss GT1 effects pedal, which I kind of stole from Eklo. I haven't had a chance to sit down and play with it yet, though. I need to do that and get some JL signature patches. Then I have my Hall of Fame, my TC Electronics Hall of Fame reverb pedal going to everything, so I can throw reverb on whatever I want. I mostly use that for my vocal and my acoustic guitar. I do also use the effects channel on this mixer for a little bit of extra reverb if I want to just kind of really vibe out to a jam or whatever. I've then got a channel with my PC audio, and that's it. I do have two KRK Rocket monitors if I want to go no headphones. And as for headphones, I'm currently using Campfire Audio custom in-ear monitors, the Solstice model. These are my first custom IEMs, and I must say, absolutely loving them. Just 2 days ago, I switched back to my over-ear headphones just for a quick little test, and then I went back to the Campfire Audio IEMs, and I could not believe the difference in the sound. The over-ear headphones I was using before are very muddy, which I had no idea they were until I kind of did the A/B test, and these in-ears are so clear and there's a lot of depth to them, so I've been loving using those. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my audio setup. As for the instruments that I'm using, I mentioned my Nord Electro 6D, which is a recent upgrade. My guitars are a Martin J15. I also have been playing a handmade custom acoustic from Portland Guitars. Very beautiful guitar. My electric is a Fender Stratocaster, which doesn't get played as often as I would like, but we'll get there. We'll get there one day. And then my ukulele is a Kala ukulele. And of course we have the other various instruments. The slide whistle. This is a no-name, unmarked, rando slide whistle. Oh, pardon me. It's actually called a trophy slide whistle. This nose whistle is another Trophy Music. Shout out to Trophy Music. Not sponsored, but should be. Now that I hear it, they actually have a similar sound. My kazoo is by just a bunch of scratches. And of course, we can't forget about the mouth harp. Again, no name, dollar store vibes. So I think that's it for the instruments that I frequent on stream. One thing I forgot to mention was my SM7B sits on a blue compass mic arm, which I absolutely love. It's large, so if you have a small desk, it might be kind of awkward to fit in your space, but the tension adjustments on it, once you get it set right, it's so nice. You can just kind of throw it anywhere and it totally stays. Very maneuverable. Shout out DPR for sending that my way. Shout out to everyone really who, if you've sent me something or thrown down a tip in the stream or supported in whatever way you have. I started streaming on an AT2020, just one mic, on Echo's computer, borrowed gear, kind of taking over his space anytime I would want to stream, and have really built this studio up since I started streaming a few years ago. So if you've been there for this journey and you've supported in whatever way that you have, thank you. Because if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't have this space to create and have fun and sing and connect with you all. And it feels really good to be in a space not only that is functional, but also makes me really happy and brings me a lot of joy. So endless thank yous to you absolute gems out there that are continuing to support my musical journey. Never thought I would be here a few years ago, but I'm certainly not looking back, only looking forward, because this is the dream, truly. I think I've pretty much covered everything. Thank you for watching. If I missed anything or if there's anything that you guys want to see a little bit more in depth, whether it's like my streaming setup in OBS or like if you want me to do a deep dive on one of my pieces of gear, one of my instruments, throw it down in the comments. I have this beautiful new camera that I'm absolutely loving messing around with, and I think it looks amazing. We've got the mic input on this camera, which is an absolute game changer. So I would love to do more of these style videos for you guys. If you want them, just let me know. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys when I see you.